Good evening, everybody. Today we are going to be doing another 5 of our 100 room builds. Now, obviously, this playlist was dedicated to my first 100 subscribers on YouTube. At the minute, we are way over that. We are actually over 1,000 now. So thank you all so much for subscribing. It means a lot to me that you guys are enjoying my content. I'm going to be doing 5 of these smaller rooms today. I'm going to try and mix it up so we do small and big rooms in the future. But today we are going to be doing 5 so that we can just crack on and get those done so we can get onto the bigger rooms later in the playlist. So we are going to start off with, we've got like this little door here that does actually lead into this little section of like front rooms here, which is actually pretty perfect because it means that we can go across rather than have to stick to like one corner of the entire like builds. So I'm going to start with this little room here, and going off of the theme of being outside, I'm actually going to do a mini barbecue area, which I think will look super cute. And for the first time, instead of using doors, I think I'm actually going to use doorways because we haven't done that yet. This is mainly because I want to try and make it so that we have a bit more going on in terms of like it being outside. So we've got like different little areas of outside, but I'll kind of show you what I'm thinking. So we've got like these, which I think are quite cute. And if we use these, you get like a lot more sort of like woody, sort of earthy kind of materials, which make a bit more sense for like splitting the rooms up. So I'm going to do 2 here, and then all of these 3 are all going to be outside. Then I'm going to add in our doorway that leads to the other rooms as well. So I'm going to use kind of the same tone of wood. I think this one's kind of similar. Yeah, this one's similar. And we're going to add one there. Then, so that leads us to, I think, that end. Yeah, and then we'll do another one there as well. And then that's all of our 5 rooms that we'll be doing. So I'm going to start with this one that comes straight off of the door. So this one, annoyingly, does have like a lot of doors. So we don't really have a lot of space, which is like super annoying. But I'm kind of thinking what I can kind of do in this bit with like minimal amount of wall space. So I think what I'm going to do for this one is just kind of have it as a bit of like an entrance hallway. And I do want to kind of mimic the same flooring and things that we had in the other one, just so that it does kind of feel like it's the same kind of like design. So what I'm going to do is actually just do the same flooring. We're going to extend it this way, and then I'm going to do the same thing where we've got like that little corner where we just have some plants. Then what I want to do is also put a bench here because I think that that'll look quite cool. So I'm actually going to do, yeah, I'll do the exact same sort of like pattern that we did in this one over here. Then I'm going to add in a cute little fence as well. I think I just used like a really little one for this one. We could actually just grab the exact same one as well. Now I'm starting to think if I even did add a fence there. We did. So it was just this tiny little fence. So I'm just going to use the exact same one. Okay, annoyingly, it won't let me intersect the like thing that I'd picked. It should be okay to do it without, but I need those doors there really. So like that's really annoying, but it should be okay because once we're planting, you won't really be able to notice that it's missing like that little edge bit. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, so it should be okay. I'm going to use the same plants that we used for this, but I might actually put bushes in that one. So we'll just do it in these corners here. I do want this bit to be a bit more lit up as well than this one because we did remove like the overhead light so that we could have like more ambient, like warm lighting in there. Okay, so I've added my little bits of grass in, then I just want to go in and add in my little bushes. Okay, so I have worked out a way to add in these little bits as well. I didn't have bb.move objects on, so that was my mistake, but luckily I can fix it and now we can add them in, which is great because I definitely feel like it looks a little bit better using like the thin walls like that. Then let's go in and grab our bushes. So obviously I got to make sure I don't clip them into these, and a lot of the bushes are quite big, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. Kind of like these ones. I think these ones look kind of cool. They do come over the edge a little bit, but I like the fact that they do work in the corners quite well. Then I think because you can see the grass slightly through there, I'm just going to add in this same flower thing into the corner just so that it's a little more bulked out. That looks pretty good. And then we can add in a little bench there. It might just literally end up being a seat just because there isn't much space. Let's see what we can fit in. Okay, we can actually kind of fit in other things. So I've just got to find something that kind of match color palette. This one is quite nice. It's an actual bench, but annoyingly it does kind of sit a bit too much into like these bushes that we've got. I might like shift them a little bit over. Okay, yeah, that looks okay. Then I gotta work out what I want to do behind here as well. I could do the same thing as I did over here, but I think it might be a bit too much. So what else would actually work there? Maybe like a window? I feel like if we had like a big like black window like this, it'd be kind of cool. That actually looks really cool. But I don't know if the color palette is like works well with it. I kind of feel like if we pick something where it might be better because then we can put more vines over it and that might look kind of cool. Oh, I just love the look of like the rounded ones, so I might just have to go with a round one. I'm going to go with the round one. I'm going to go with that one because I think that looks pretty good. Then let's maybe add in some little lights as well next to here. Again, we're going to have to like get rid of that overhead light, which is a little bit annoying just because you wouldn't have an overhead light. It's sort of meant that it's like outside, so it doesn't really make sense. But we could just do the same sort of lighting, or we could try and pick something a bit different. I don't really know what else you'd have there. Because you have like these things. These are cool, but they're really long. There's like these. These are a bit more like modern than the ones in the last room. And we can get it in like the same kind of brown. I might make them smaller though. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm wondering if there's any sort of like planty bits that I can do dragging across there. I know we've got like are they like grapevine? Yeah, these things, which could look pretty cool if we can get those to go all the way up the side. It'll kind of like intertwine with our lights though that we've got here, but it might be okay. It doesn't look too bad. I could alternatively do it so it's dragging up this side instead, and that might look a little bit better. It's not going over that door section, so I don't know. Actually, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. We'll go with that. I think it might... Does it need to be pulled up a little bit like that? Yeah, it looks kind of cool. I could do that on both sides as well, so we could do another one on the other side. There you go. That looks all right. It does obviously go above a little bit, but it's fine. Then we've got the other side as well, which is looking a little bit bare. So I'm thinking for this bit, I would like some like little flowers on the wall or something, but everything's way too big. I'm trying to think of something that would work here. I don't want to do more like trailing ones, as obviously we did just do that. So what else work? These are massive, so definitely not going to work. These might work if I made them a bit smaller. Yeah, those are kind of cute. Let's go with these. We can get them in slightly different colors as well. I'll do some in that color and some in this one. Then we do still have this big section up here. Again, I'm not too sure what I'm going to put there. We could again do some like a bigger light maybe, or what else would work? Maybe like this, because it goes with the same wood that's down there. Then if we get rid of this, how dark is it? Oh, it's not actually that dark. Good. I didn't really want it to be really dark, so that works pretty well. I think that's that room done then, so we can move on to one of these other little hallways. So I think let's go this way. I'm gonna add in an additional door as well, I think, just on this far side over here, so that we can still get into the other rooms. Think about where I kind of want it though. I think I'm gonna just jam it into like this corner here, so that we have more room. Then for this one, I want this bit to be more grassy, so I'm gonna go, well, is there a way that I can sort of, I'm trying to think of if there's like a nicer way that I can go about doing this. I could literally just do it like that, and then the rest of it is grass. I feel like that kind of work. Yeah, I think that works. And then we'll do little grass for the rest of it. Do I still want to do that little like corner bit though? Because I could, oh, it doesn't extend out the whole way. It would be way too big, which is annoying because I only want it to go half the way. I mean, like alternatively, we can just ignore it and just add it in there. Yeah, I can do that. That's fine. Let's go with that because I want this to be way more grassy than the other one. Or because we do have a door there. What I think I'm going to do instead is we'll just extend it round so that it looks more like a little path that takes you to there. I also have no idea where this wall just disappeared. So what I'm going to do is literally just, I could do it like that. I'm trying to think of how I can go about this. So I can either do it all the way across, or I can do it like a little corner like this. I feel like that looks a little bit silly. So let's go all the way across there, grab the same path that we used last time and just drag that all the way across. Then we have all of this side, which I'm going to add like a little table and chairs into because I think that could be quite cute. I'm going to go with something slightly different for the walls as well. I think what I'm going to do is we'll do the same brick across here, but I want these walls to be a bit different, I think. So what we could do is do this and this, then add a little pillar in the middle just to split it up, something like this because it's in kind of the same color. Then I can pick something different for these walls, which I had not thought about, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with these. Maybe just like something like this so that it looks a little bit different, or just wood could also work. I'm kind of tempted by just like paneling because I think that could be quite nice. If I can pick it in like a specific color as well, then at least it looks different. This like nice greeny color kind of works. It's a bit too minty though, I think. Do it in orange. Actually, that's really nice. Yeah, let's go with that. That looks a little bit more like modern in a way as well. Then I think if we grab these and we get these in the corner so it looks a little bit less divided, I think. Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. Then we can go ahead and decorate this little area that we have here. Then for this back section here, I think it would be good to get, again, some like foliage or something. I think we kind of need it in these like smaller spaces because we can't put like tree stuff. This one does look a little bit more man-made, so I think I want to go with the one that's on the actual like wooden planks and stuff. This one, because I think this will kind of like work in best with the actual sort of feeling that we've got of this tiny like little outdoor area. The annoying thing is that it does kind of stick into like the pillars that we just put there, so I might actually remove those. It doesn't look too bad without them anyway because we have got that divide. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Then let's go in and pick like maybe some lighting for here so that you've got something that lights the room up a bit more because I'm going to have to get rid of that top light again. You could pick something cuter for the light though, like fairy lights or something. Pick little stars. Those are actually really cute. I'm going to go with stars and we'll put them on both sides here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. Then we can add in our table and chairs finally. For this, obviously the design is like quite modern, so a modern table and chairs would be a little bit better, I think. I think like this works quite well. I think we're not really going to be able to fit that many in though, which is annoying, but we should be able to do maybe 3. Don't know if I can change the color. It can be yellow. Yellow actually works a little bit better. Then for our chairs, I don't really know. Even just something like this looks quite cute. Yeah, let's go with that. Then I want some little like flowers or something on there. We wanted to try and fit in 3, didn't we? It'd be better if it was this way. Yeah, I think that works. That's cute. Okay, cool. And then I want to add in some little like plants to either of these 2 side bits here so it looks a bit more realistic. So for this, I definitely want them to be a little bit smaller. So just something like this works quite well. I think maybe get like, we seem to be going with like sort of yellow tones. So I think like some little yellow flowers would look perfect. We'll do it kind of symmetrical so we've got the same on both there. Could also include some of these kind of flowers as well, but I have to make them a little bit smaller. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. It kind of blends it out a little bit. Yeah, I think that's pretty. Then I think finally I just want like a cute little like flower on this table here. See if I can get like one in yellow as well so that it kind of matches. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's really cute. I like that. Okay, let's then, we do have like this little section over here as well, but I don't really think there's a lot that we can put there. Maybe like just a little plant. Got like thing. I'm trying to find one that's like more modern because we've gone kind of modern with this outside section. Or like this. It's got flowers in it. Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, I like that. It's less modern though, but I think it kind of looks cute because of the yellow flowers in it. Okay, then we can move on to our next room, which is going to be this one, which I'm going to do a little barbecue in. If you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. So then moving on to our other room here, which is the last one in our little garden set that we're doing, we're going to do a little barbecue. And I am going to do another bench as well, just so there is another like little spot that you can sit in. So for this, I think I'm going to go like the whole thing again. Actually, no. Let's do it a bit different. So I'm going to go like this instead. Yeah, that kind of works. I'm going to put the barbecue like here. And then let's grab some grass. I can just put the grass in these bits here. And then obviously we're going to do the same like similar thing where we're going to put a little fence in. Then I'm going to go in and pick another little bush. I can probably pick a slightly bigger one this time. Something like this is really nice. I like this one. Let's go with these. I'll pick 2 of those and then I'm going to do the same thing again and just add like some plants bottom of it. I think this one good. Then obviously we still need our walls. We did pick a different wall for the other ones. I might just stick with the same brick again just so that we have like a little bit of consistency in all of these rooms. Although I could pick something different for maybe like, I'm trying to think, this back part. We could, if I did like this and then did it on the other side as well. Or to be fair, you could just pick that for the entire thing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's mix it up a bit. I think it's a bit too samey otherwise. Then obviously we need our barbecue, so let's go pick one. It's going to have to be one that will actually fit in this space because obviously there are huge ones like this, but it doesn't really fit, which is kind of annoying. We do have some nice ones though. We've got like this one, and this does come in the right color as well. Or we can just pick like a more modern one. And to be fair, the modern one would probably work just because we've done like kind of modern in the rest of the walls, but it's a horrible color. Now we'll go with that one. It's so much nicer. So I'm going to go with that barbecue for this. Then obviously we need a back section here as well. I don't know whether I want to try and do something a bit different with this back section behind here. We could do the like full like ivy thing again. I think that could be quite good. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think that'll look all right. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And then I did think of this other thing as well. We could put a neon light just directly in front here, but I don't really know which one we do. I mean, this one is like perfect. Can I make it bigger? I mean, it looks cool. I'm gonna do that. Screw it. We're doing that. It's very modern, but I really like the look of it with the fire. Then we can go to the other side and then we got to pick our like little seating area. So I think maybe some potted plants this time. So in terms of a potted plant, I mean, something orange would be really good. I think I need to make sure it matches this other section over here. So something with like a lot of leaves good. I mean, this is really nice. I really like this and it comes in an orange pot. So I think I'm going to go with this. And then I don't think this is going to end up being symmetrical just because I have like put that plant there and obviously it's going to end up being like a really long bench. So let's go see if we can find a nice bench that matches. Even just something like this might kind of work, but I don't know if it comes in the right color. We've got it in red, which it does actually kind of work. So I'll potentially use this one, but I want to see if there's anything else better. We've got this one, which it doesn't really feel very outside, or this one, but it uses white and we haven't actually got white anywhere. Okay, I think I am going to settle with that one. I think that one looks quite pretty. I am wondering though whether I could slightly get it so it is kind of in the middle, and we can put something here as well. Maybe just like another plant or something. I think it needs more plant. Okay, so in terms of more plants, I'm going to use like just a bunch of plants scattered around to make it look a little bit more exciting. So we can put one there. I'm going to grab a little one down here and just angle it there. I think we need like one more there as well. I would actually go as far as saying we might need a bigger plant here, but I don't want it to obviously go through the wall. What if I use this one? Okay, I think it's a bit too dark. We need like a light plant. This one worked really well because it's really tall. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, cool. And then we've got all of this back section as well here that we need to work out something for as well. Obviously, we do have the fairy light option, but we did go with that in the other room, so I'd like to pick something a bit different, I think. We've got like this thing, which I think is really cool. If I can get it in a slightly different color, then it should be a bit better, but it depends on how we can get it. I think the orange is a bit too bright, but the brown actually looks really nice. So let's go with that. And I don't really know what else to add in this room, to be honest, because we've got that massive light there. Obviously, we would be removing the top light. I realized we didn't do that in the other one either. I hope it's not too dark. Okay, it's not too dark, which is good. Then obviously we've got to remove the light in here. How dark is this? Quite dark, so probably best to add some lighting to this wall here. And I am thinking something like a little bit more simpler, even if it is just like this brown, but it's not really that bright. But this thing, that's not that bright either. Why are none of them that bright? They're all like really like low light. What if we kept this, but we just put it like all the way over here, so it kind of looks like attached onto here? Then we can just pick whatever light we like. So I was going to go with like this because I think that it matches that kind of modern feeling that we've got. There you go. I think that looks pretty good. I think let's add them onto the other side as well though, even though it might be a little bit funnier because of these things got here. No, that looks all right. I like that. Okay, cool. I think that's those rooms done. Let's move on to this room next. So now we are away from our outside theme that I was kind of doing, and I think what I'm going to do in the next one is going to be, what could we do? Maybe like a mini gym. I don't think we've done that yet, so that could be quite cool just to have like a couple of machines in there. I think for this gym, I know what kind of wallpaper I kind of want to go with. The doors don't really fit with this sort of idea that I've got, but I think it should be okay. This is kind of what I wanted to go for. So this like strip allows you to sort of have that color in the background. I think I'm going to go with the orange and white one. If I make this white, does that look really weird? It actually doesn't look that bad. I thought it would look worse. That's fine. Then we can add and make these white. To be fair, I don't want that to be an outdoor door. We can just make it a regular door. And of course, I'll make it all white again. Then flooring, I guess like tile would be quite good. Something quite simple like this would work really well. Or just like that, but that looks way more bathroomy. We're gonna go with this one. I think that's a little bit better. Then let's have a look at the equipment that we have. So obviously, this is a tiny room, so we are not going to be able to fit a massive amount in here. So I'm hoping we can at least fit like 2 machines. We've got this one here, which I'm trying to work out, could you get into it if it's there? Probably not. Let's sort of just wiggle it so it's like here. I think that should be fine. Then we do have some space on the other side as well, but the other machines are huge, so you'd have to put it like there, and I don't even know if that would still be usable. Should be okay. I don't even know if you could get through that actually. You could potentially put a punching bag in there. That's an option. Yeah, let's try a punching bag. So I'm gonna, obviously it takes up a lot of space, so I don't even know if the sim would be able to use it, but I'm gonna put the punching bag on this side. Then I'm trying to think of what else I can actually do to make this way more exciting, because at the minute it's really boring. I think I'm gonna shift this a little bit forward, maybe, so it's like here. Then we can put some stuff on the wall. Then I think as well I would want a TV up here so that you can watch it while you're on the machine. I'm gonna go with, I guess, just like this one. Make it a little bit smaller and put it there. I mean, it's an awful angle. I might have to push that back a bit so it's there. You could sort of watch the TV from there. I'm sure it'll be fine. So let's see if we can get some cool looking like gym pictures and things that we can put on this wall here, because it's a bit too like like tight to be able to put anything else on it, like shelves and stuff. Okay, we do have like gym posters, but I don't know if they make it look a bit naff. No, I think it'd be fine. It's only a tiny gym, to be fair. It's not like this would be like a big functioning gym. So I'm just going to grab all the ones that look like they're kind of gym related. There we go. And then on the other side, I'm going to do like little shelving, and then we can add some bits onto it as well. So in terms of shelving, I guess just like plain white shelving would probably do. I'll do like ones all the way across here, and then we can just add on a bunch of stuff that I guess sort of relates to going to the gym. So I'm obviously going to include a plant as well. So I'm going to do that just here. Then let's see what kind of decorations would even sort of relate to that. I guess like tissues, maybe. So I think like little towels, I guess, would make sense. We can just put them like, I guess, just near the end. Then what else would you have? Maybe like some deodorant or something like that. I don't know if that thing. We do have like perfume bottle type stuff. I guess that kind of makes sense. Then we got like the little men's version. I don't know whether as well we can get like some, I don't even know, like sports stuff that we can then put up there, or like trophies maybe. Okay, I feel like that kind of works. And the last thing I'm thinking is to just put some like some plants in like the corners. So I could put just like one there, and then we do have this little section over here as well. I don't really know what that though. Just like this plant here. Yeah, that looks alright. It's a very weird room. It's definitely not one of my favorites, but I'm not too sure how else you could even do it. I think I want to put like a long rug down here though. Just something like this. I don't know if that's the right style. This one works a little bit better. This is a weird room, but you know, that's about it. I don't think it's too bad. I just think it looks a bit strange. But then let's go on to our last room for today, which is going to be this one, and I'm going to make this one a football themed room. To be honest, I have no idea how I'm going to do this kind of room. I don't even know if there's like football themed like wallpaper or anything that you can get. Okay, so it doesn't look like we have anything that's like football themed, so we might just have to go with like black and white, but I think that'll work too. Or we can pick something that looks kind of cool like this, which might also look really cool in there. What I wanted to do is put like a foosball table in there, because I think that that could look pretty cool, and that's where our sort of like football-y theme comes from. So I can get it in a variety of colors, so it doesn't really matter too much on the like actual color of the walls, but I could pick a color palette for this. I don't really know which one I'd pick though. There are a different type. I feel like the green one oddly worked quite well, so I might go with like green as the color palette for this. Then maybe just something crazy because it's kind of like a games room for the wall. I like this, so I'm going to use this for this one. I might actually, do I want to change the table? I might change it to be like white. Then let's pick like a quite cool flooring as well. Might choose like one of these because these have really cool patterns. I'm like this, or we could pick like one of these as well. These are quite, I don't know whether that's a bit clashing with the walls. I think this one's a little bit better, less likely to clash. Let's go with that. Then for the rest of the walls, I wanted like just stuff to do with football and some shelves that have like football on them and things. What things relating to football do we have? We have an actual like an American football. So now I'm just trying to find anything that's sort of relating to football, like this. So I think just a bunch of posters, probably against this wall here would be good near the back. Now we've got like actual footballs and things as well. Perfect. Okay, there we go. So we've got a bunch of posters back there as well, and then I'm going to add in shelves along here that we can then put things like little footballs and stuff on. I'm going to do them in black so they stand out a little bit better as well. And we could do the same thing on the other side too, depending on whether I wanted a door there, but I'm kind of feeling like we might need a door there. Let's add in a door. And then we can go ahead and add in all of our bits. So of course we're going to need football. Then we have a regular football over here as well. We do have these like other footballs, so they could just have like a bunch of different colors of football as well. I think that could be quite cool. We only have one of these though, but I think it should be fine to have two. Then we got like this tiny tennis ball, which is clearly for an animal, but like you could just make it a little bit bigger so that you've got an additional thing up there. There we go. We've got our little row of footballs and things, and then let's have a look at what else we can kind of include. So I'm thinking, what can we include like sort of in the corners? If I can find, yeah, this, because they kind of look like shoe boxes, so it would look like you'd have like trainers and stuff. Trying to work out where I want though. Just like stack them up around here. There you go. Just like stack them on top of each other. So we've got a bunch of trainers over there, and we could actually include real trainers because we have real trainers here. I could actually put them on top I think. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. Then we can have a different color over here as well so that we've got even more trainers. That looks kind of cool. I like that actually. Then what else can we put in these corners? A bag is probably a good idea. So we can put like a little bag in this corner over here. Then let's shift over to the other side of the room and we've got lots of little edges here that we can put more things on. I am obviously thinking plants because we do normally include plants in these. And just like this kind of plant is kind of nice. I don't know, or like the taller one might be a little bit better. This one is what I was thinking. Pick like a green so that it matches table. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I don't really know what I want to put on this wall though. Maybe a mirror. We do have like these mirrors which look really cool because they have like some of them have stickers on it like this. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one and we'll put it there. There we go. I think that looks really cool. And then finally we need a better light. I really like hope that there's a football light, but I kind of have a feeling that there won't be. Okay, it's sadly not one I can see, but I think that there are some that would still look pretty good. Like even just this kind of like little cloud kind of looks kind of cool. Or we could like some more modern lights as well. To be fair, this kind of works. Yeah, let's go with that one. That one looks kind of cool. Then I think that's all done. And that is our 5 rooms done. I really do like all of the little garden section that I've done. I think that it's really cool that it just branches off into sort of like different rooms. I think that that looks really fun. I really like the little like football room as well. I'm not a massive fan of football, but I think that the room itself looks really cute and I think it'd be so cool to have as just like a little teenagers like getaway game kind of room. But let me know which one was your favorite in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you haven't already. I post regular videos. I post long videos every Wednesday and Friday at around 6 p.m. and I try to post shorts daily. On the screen is the playlist for this video, so if you enjoyed this one, be sure to check that one out too. There is also a recommended video, and I hope you all have a great evening.